What's up? Welcome to the weekly drop episode 8.
Oh, yeah.
We did it because we do it every week. We are best friends who date. I'm Erica.
And I'm Michael.
And we've been dating for like a year and a half officially. And we live together and all that good stuff. If you want to stay updated with our socials, you need to follow us because we changed our drop date from Mondays to Tuesdays. So you can follow us on Instagram at the weekly drop pod. That's POD. You can also follow us on Facebook at the weekly drop. Ooh, I got a little crazy there.
Got it out.
And we're just going to get right into it. We're going to drop it like it's hot. So I was scrolling on the gram.
What'd you see?
Did you see Lil Wayne's wax figure?
I did not.
Do you want to see it?
I'm scared.
I'm going to show it to you. And for everybody listening, I am going to post it both on our Instagram and on our Facebook as well. Let me know what you think they did. The silence is so loud.
Oh, why?
They did him dirty.
Why does he kind of look like Tory Lanez?
Not Tory. Tory said, go ahead and make this real quick while I'm in jail.
Wow.
He looks crazy.
Who is the artist that did that?
I don't know. I think there's I don't know if there's many artists for like wax museums, but if you haven't seen Lil Wayne's Hollywood Wax Museum figure,
wow,
they did him so dirty, especially being like Lil Wayne. How do you even fight that? Do you say, nah, delete
Take
that?
it down.
Take it down. I said delete
Melt
that.
it. Melt it. Yeah.
Melt that. Start over. I mean, they have his dreads. They have all his tattoos.
Yeah, they got that right, but
they kind of got his height right because he's little.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, they made him like weirdly skinny.
You got to squint and look like with your head tilted, and then it kind of looks like Lil Wayne. But
and yeah, his facial features are also kind of off too.
It's
like
kind of scary.
It's weird. They do some crazy good ones, and then they do this. And
that ain't it.
It's a shock factor, and I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne was shocked.
Has anyone talked to him about this yet?
I don't think so.
He's too busy running out with the Packers every week. So
yeah, he's having a good time.
It's hard to get him.
So
quick little guy.
Make sure you check out our Instagram and our Facebook for that because he is looking crazy, and I just think everyone should see it. Britney Spears, she has her upcoming book coming out today.
Oh.
The Woman in Me. So she recently released a trailer. It's literally her talking for about like 6 minutes. And then Michelle Williams actually narrates the rest of it.
Okay.
And I'm very interested in reading this book. There's a lot of different stuff that they've said that's happening. So apparently Britney says that Justin Timberlake made her have an abortion.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, Justin Timberlake cheated on her. Apparently, she cheated on Justin. I guess back in the day, they were saying that Britney said, oh, Justin Timberlake was my first. And in the book, she actually says, no, I lost my virginity in high school. So there's a lot coming from this. But what I want to ask is, because the state that Britney's in, and I mean, everything she's been through, do you feel like the book is going to be accurate?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And 2 notes that I want to put on this is, have you seen any of her Instagram videos as of recent?
Oh, 100%.
If there was a deep end to go off of, she went off of it. That being said, I also want to ask, regarding this memoir, is there anything in it not involving Justin Timberlake? Because
I believe
a lot of your points were revolving around him, so that's interesting.
I think what they did was they started with the JT stuff just to get the headlines going. And obviously, Britney putting out a book is already headlines enough, but they want to know what happened with the whole Justin Timberlake thing. And I think that's the beginning of the book because that was the beginning of her career, his career, their relationship. But going into it, I know she does talk about why she shaved her head and how some people saw it one way and this is really what happened. She talks about the conservatorship. So it's going to be a lot, but I'm just nervous because I do follow her on IG and she does do some stuff that is questionable. And I'm like, did she have the whole say in this book? Is anybody else having input in this book? So I'm interested. I mean, she's definitely made me want to buy it.
Yeah.
So I will be getting it.
Okay.
And maybe we'll have a little deep dive into the book and what she said the following week. But
we'll see.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be 100% correct. Is that the word? But I think it'll be pretty close. You got to think that the source material, if it is coming straight from her, it's going to be as accurate as she can get. But I don't know how accurate that is as of right now. So,
and it's crazy how quickly our wants and needs shift because Jada Pinkett Smith was out here doing the book tour for, I believe it's called Oh, I forgot what the book is called.
The Pac in Me.
No.
Oh,
that was you ate.
Oh, that's what she wanted to.
Somebody said she gave birth to Tupac. I was like,
I did see that.
Oh nah.
Yeah, he's hiding from her. I now realize that's where he is.
I hope not. Well, I hope so, actually. Yeah. Well, anyway, so she has a book coming out. I can't even remember the name because I'm so into this Britney Spears memoir that's coming out. But she was the talk of the town, obviously, her and Will. And then Britney was like, oh, BT Dubs.
I got a book.
Justin Timberlake did this and that. And we said, oh, Jada who?
Yeah.
So it's the battle of the books. It really is.
The battle of the book.
Hey. So we're going to go right into Song of the Week. Do you have your Song of the Week?
I do. I'm ready.
You're going to go first.
I am. And this is probably the most underrated song in 2017.
Okay.
Which was a very popular year of music. And for some reason, this one flew under the radar, but it introduced me to one of my new favorite artists.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Are you going to sing?
I am. I'm ready.
All right, do it.
She see money all around me.
Ooh.
I look like I'm the man.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And I was down and out like last week. Tell me, where have you been?
Ooh, ooh.
She came out of hiding, girl.
Oh, you ate.
Don't act like I'm your man. You're just a fan.
Oh.
You don't hold
Wait.
You don't hold
Wait.
I'm like, hey,
you're still
nice
going?
to meet. I'm your Hefe. Who you
All
be?
right.
Got up.
No, you went crazy.
I would have did the
You
whole
went
rest
crazy.
of the song. But that is Crew by Goldlink, Shy Glizzy, and Brent Faiyaz.
Can I tell you that might be the only song I know by Goldlink?
Yep.
Yeah.
They do have other music, but
I didn't even know it was a they. I thought it was one person.
Yeah, that is their group's number one hit. And obviously Brent, I was introduced to Brent from that song, and Shy Glizzy. Shy Glizzy's amazing.
Shy Glizzy.
And I'm with a white girl. I
I think that was a good song choice, though. Yeah. Major throwback.
Yeah, I was feeling it. I was inspired today.
I love it.
Throwbacks.
So my song is not a throwback. It's from my favorite album, Scarlet.
Oh, we're going back.
We're going back
to the Scarlet.
Back to the music. Okay, so I'm only going to sing literally a snippet of this because what she says when I stop, it's a little outrageous.
Like beep, beep, beep.
She says a little stuff. I'm going to just go straight into the rap.
Let's hear it.
Something different about you. Love it when you hit and smack too. Baby, let me lick on your tattoos. That's true that I like PDA. Take a CD place.
In the bathroom.
Yeah. She talks about something in the bathroom.
Yep.
Who that man with the big strong hands on it in the club with the paps, baby, that's you. Talking about her man. I just love this song, and I realized I loved it more because you told me it sounds like she has a feature on it without having a feature on it.
Yep.
So, and obviously, if you don't know from a previous episode, we talked about how the Scarlet has no features on it at all. It's literally all Doja Cat. And she does this rap where she does, what would you call it? Would you call it like Valley
Girl rap?
Valley Girl rap. And then she goes into her normal Doja voice.
Like there's literally a part where she goes, oh my God, I'm so lonely in my mansion.
Yeah.
That's the Valley Girl as it gets.
I absolutely love it. And so it just sounds like she's her own feature on her song. And it just gives it a new feel. And I just, Agora Hills, I don't even know if I said the name. Agora Hills.
Perfect. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, that's the name of the song. It's just such a good song. And I actually cannot wait to see her perform it live because I might pass out and then you have to wake me up.
Yeah. And I got a new meaning for this song too because I love research.
Okay.
And did you know Agora, like where she's actually from, is spelled with a U?
Mm-hmm.
So people are speculating that it's a love song and the thing that was missing from the spelling of the song is you. So it's like writing a love song to someone.
That's beautiful. I knew that already.
Poetic.
I knew it already.
Wow, you're a real fan.
Oh, that's my queen. So going into
man.
movies and TV. Talk to me.
Wildest TV show on Amazon Prime is The Boys. That's confirmed.
That I've seen like an episode here and there, and what I've seen has been crazy. So, and you try to explain it to me, but it's hard because there's so much different stuff going on.
So I think they took all the mainstream Marvel DC stuff that was going on and they were like, we're going to do the complete opposite. And it latched on to everyone. They love it. And then they doubled down and did a spinoff, and that is called Gen V. So Gen V just came out recently. We're about 6 episodes into that, and it's already been renewed for season 2.
Oh, it's that good?
It's that good.
What? Are any of the characters from The Boys?
They mentioned some of the characters from The Boys. None have showed up yet as far as I've watched, but some are mentioned in the show. And then what the showrunners have said is the end of season 1 in the spinoff is going to have a handoff to season 4 of The Boys, which the end of season 4 of The Boys will hand off back to season 2 of the spinoff.
Ooh.
So it's all connected.
So it's a spinoff. It's not a prequel or a sequel.
Correct. So it takes place actually deep into what's already been established.
Okay.
So I think it's awesome.
So are you going to watch it in a way that you said you're going to watch season 1 and then go watch season 4 of The Boys and then come back?
Yeah, so I might need to pump the brakes on watching the spinoff, go back, finish all of The Boys, and then go to the spinoff.
That's pretty cool. At least it's good, because I know you were saying that Gen V was coming out and you're like, I don't know, The Boys is so good.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Don't botch something that's good. And then obviously they've already announced that the next season of The Boys is in production too. So it's like this whole universe that they're creating is just getting bigger and bigger.
I've been wanting to watch The Boys, and obviously, like, I've seen some when you watch it, but I know I have to start from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's outrageous.
Yeah, there's so many crazy things that happen that you're like...
And also, I'd like to start a game for our listeners, because I've been listening back to these episodes, and I say insane a lot. So every time I say insane, take a shot.
You know what you just changed it to, though? You said outrageous twice.
Yeah, so insane or outrageous, take a shot.
If you're home.
Yeah, don't be driving.
If you're driving.
If you're driving, drive.
Drive carefully. Don't take a shot.
2 hands.
2 hands.
10 and 12.
10 and 12.
That's a clock.
All right. Well, I know what that is. Cool. Where can you watch The Boys in Gen V?
That is going to be on Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I need to get into it.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I'm going to catch up. Would you rewatch it with me?
I would definitely rewatch it.
Okay.
It's bonkers. That's my substitute word for insane.
Bonkers.
Oops, said insane. Gotta take a shot.
Now you're just going to say it multiple times.
No, I'll stop.
In other news, have you seen Step Brothers?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the most iconic movie ever. Do you remember the song Boats and Hoes?
Yeah, gotta get me my boats and hoes.
So Will Ferrell was doing the Best Night of Your Life 2 benefit show at Los Angeles Greek Theater, and he had John C. Reilly come on stage with him, and they also had Snoop Dogg join them on stage, and they were marking Snoop Dogg's 52nd birthday that just passed, and they were like, we're going to present you with the cake, but we're also going to sing Boats and Hoes. If I was in the crowd for that, first of all, you brought Snoop out.
I would have went feral.
I'm passing out. And then secondly, you're going to sing Boats and Hoes live. That's absolutely insane.
That's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Literally. And so I just feel like it's so funny. Nobody hates Snoop ever.
No.
I literally can't think of a single person that like, nah, he's overrated or anything like that. Like
that's Unk.
That's Unk Snoop. And so they also did a very special rendition of Snoop's 1993 hit song, Gin and Juice.
Nice.
And Will Ferrell is so funny to me.
Yeah.
Is that why you said Ferrell?
No, but you know what? Yes.
I was like, you went
yes,
crazy.
Yes, it is. I would have went feral, Will. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you, crowd.
If there was any, and this is going to make you think for a second, any movie that performed a song, I said that so wrong, any song that's been in a movie performed. I just said it backwards, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm vibing.
What would you pick to see live?
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, I went crazy.
That's really tough. Drawing a blank. And there's so many movies. That's what's scary.
What are you thinking?
So I'm definitely just going to wing it on this one. And I got a little nerdy. But what I'm thinking is, have you seen Star Wars Episode 1?
No.
It was one of the prequels. Well, anyways, at the end, there is a famous.
Oh, not a famous. I know that's
very
right.
famous composed song by John Williams, and it is called Duel of the Fates.
Okay.
And I think if I was able to sit and they like brought out an orchestra and played that song, I would be so amped up.
Okay.
It's really cool.
That's beautiful, actually.
Mm-hmm. So no lyrics or anything. It's just pure instrumentation.
Oh,
and
wow.
I also said instrumentation in the car the other day, and I felt like a genius.
So is that your like new word of the week?
Yes.
We could do a word of the week too.
Instrumentation.
We could turn it up. Let's get into sports, man.
Oh, so you just don't have one.
Okay. So the one I chose, I don't know if it's actually in a movie.
Okay.
Or if they just made it up afterwards. But you know Chocolate Thunder by Kevin Hart and Trey Songz?
Sure, it's in a movie.
I just feel like that's such an epic song and I'd love to see that live.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay, go into your stuff.
So sports this week, we got a couple things to touch base on. First off, I mean, if you were ever in a position that you ended up in jail, who's the first person you're calling?
Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call?
My mother.
Yeah, well, not Rashid.
Oh.
So Rashid is our first topic today. And this poor gentleman was stuck in jail and he needed $10,000 to be out on bond. So they said, sir, here you go. You got to make your phone call. This man called the bookie.
What?
He called his bookie and he said, I got $500. I need these teams to win. And this man proceeded to pick the Las Vegas Raiders over the New England Patriots. The Raiders won 21-17.
Wow.
Picked the Jets, upsetting the Eagles. Jets win 2014. The Bills over the Giants. Bills win 14-9. The Lions over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lions win 20-6. LA Rams over the Arizona Cardinals. They win 26-9. And then he picks the only game that the New York Liberty won in the NBA, in the WNBA finals, and put all of those together as one parlay, 6 teams all winning, covered the spread. He left with $13,000.
What?
Bailed himself out and got a $3,000 payday.
What?
Mm-hmm. And that is how you escape jail. Legally.
Legally. How does one bail themselves out? Did he have his bookie go pay?
He just apparently there's a video circulating on the internet as well, and he was adamant on every single pick. He's like 500 on this team. I got this is gonna happen.
Wow.
And then every single team came through and won. You can't make that up. That's impossible. I mean, obviously it's possible because it happened, but
I would have lost the whole 500.
Yeah. So he either loses the 500 and he's stuck in jail, or he wins and wins big and gets out, and that is taking a chance.
And he has leftover money when he gets out, right?
Yeah.
That's
he does.
Crazy. I would like $3,000 at least.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, imagine if he wasn't in jail. He'd
Yeah.
have $13,000 right now.
I wonder if he wasn't in jail, though, would he have done that bet at all?
Doubt it.
Probably not, right?
Doubt it.
He was like, I had to go big or go home.
So he was meant to go to jail to win $13,000 to only net $3,000.
So he went big and he literally went home. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
So you know who does need to go home?
Who?
The executives at Nike, because they, on National NBA Jersey Day, dropped the ugliest jerseys of all time.
For what team?
All the teams.
Really?
All of the teams, all of the jerseys. And I'm just going to list off a couple.
Okay.
So, and by a couple, I mean a lot, because they're all bad. So the Miami Heat, you can think of so many cool things to do for basketball jerseys. They have a blank normal font on the jersey that says Heat Culture. That's not the worst. Denver has one that says 5280 because they're playing off the Mile High gimmick.
Okay.
It just says numbers, but it also has the player's number on the jersey. So there's just numbers everywhere.
Where's the other number? In the
lower,
center? Oh, okay.
So dead center and then lower left side.
That's a lot.
It's like mathematics on a jersey. Don't like it. Get out of here. Anyways, next one is San Francisco, the Warriors. The font is tilted like you're on the sub, like riding the, So it's like, you know how it's hilly over there? That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Clips for the Clippers.
They put hair clips.
Are they the barbers now?
For real?
Should they just put scissors on it next?
Oh, no.
Yeah, not good. Let's keep it going. So the Phoenix Suns ran out of ideas because they keep doing the Valley every year as their alternate jersey. So they switched it up and they said, let's get in our Spanish bag. And they did El Valle. Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me they put a sun because I'm like, that makes sense.
Nope, that would have made sense. Also, doesn't make sense. The Orlando Magic. You think Magic, bright colors, Disney? No, gray. That's the color of the jersey. And there's one star in the center, like they're the Silver Spurs or something.
Oh, wow.
Not good. So there's so many worse ones also that's on there, and I just can't because I'll get angry. But
and they have to wear this all season?
No. So they all select like specific dates that they're going to wear their jersey, and I noticed that every team that put out what they're going to wear put these particular ones like very minimal, like 4 times a year.
Okay.
And that's the best thing that they could ever do.
Maybe who made the jerseys for them?
Nike.
So maybe Nike was cutting back on some funds and they were like, we're just going to be minimal and ugly.
Wrong department to do that.
It's crazy. I mean, somebody had to approve it.
Yeah, the NBA.
Yikes.
So great job, NBA.
Big
your
yikes.
fans are so happy that your jerseys look like hot garbage.
If you had to pick one out of the ones you listed, what are you picking to wear the entire season?
The El Valle ones
Really?
for Phoenix. And the only reason is because they did keep what they did on other jerseys, and they did like a gradient sun into like a purple color. And that actually looks cool, but no, the rest of them are bad.
Yikes.
So bad.
Oof.
Oh, but let's keep it moving into some cooler things. Remember last week I said I'm giving myself a pat on the back. Yeah, keep the pats coming because I nailed it. The Philadelphia Phillies did in fact win that game that I called, and they are, as of right now, 1 win away from going to the World Series.
I love that. I just have to go back a little bit. I hate that their name is the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't think of anything else to be.
Phillies.
Let's just double it. Anyway, so they're one game
win
away.
So they win one game either tonight. If they lose tonight, they go to game 7, which is the 2 best words in sports. And they're right there. I think they're going to do it. So I'm calling it again. I think they win and go to the World Series.
Okay.
So going further, on the American League side of baseball is the Astros and Rangers, and they are in currently game 7. And I'm hoping that the Lord is listening to me. Sorry, Astros fans. I can't do it as a Yankees fan, but I really need the Texas Rangers to win game 7 tonight and go to the World Series.
I mean, I'm rooting for whatever team you're rooting for.
The Texas Rangers.
So there we go.
So I got Rangers winning game 7 tonight. I got the Phillies winning the National League either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not going to get crazy with that pick. And I got the Phillies winning the World Series.
Okay, so then we'll know by next week or no?
Yes, potentially.
Ish.
We'll know kind of because it'll be deeper in the series, but who knows?
Who knows? Not us right now.
That's what I got.
I think you're onto something. So I was on E! News's Instagram, and their bio says, adds Kelsey jersey to cart. And then it says, here's the link in bio, and you can buy his jersey. I just wanted to know from a sports fan point of view, obviously, you know, everything going on with Taylor and Travis, and with the NFL tweeting out some outrageous stuff as well. So I want to know, do you think that like everyone is doing too much?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see what ESPN put today?
Today? No.
It was either today or yesterday in a post, but they dropped stats for Travis on games that Taylor attends, like split stats. So games that Taylor's not in attendance and games that she is, comparing how he plays.
Okay, so I heard that this morning when I was doing my morning show, and it was interesting to me because it doubled.
Yeah, he got better.
The games that she was at, it was like 96 versus like 45.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
No kidding. He got better
because
when
he's
a
trying
girl
to show
was
off.
around.
Yeah.
Everyone does that. You literally, that is like a stat booster. Oh my God, my girl's in the stands. I'm about to go off. Jordan Poole does it every night for Golden State, and he's got no girls. He literally just finds people in the stands. He's like, oh, I think she's hot. I'm going to drop 20.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I agree with you, though. I feel like they are, like the news and NFL and everyone basically is doing too much.
Way too much.
When it comes to them. I mean, dang, we're talking about it again. So we might even be doing too much. But I do like their relationships that we've seen.
Yes.
So far, they're super cute.
She had a little, she had like a friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
And it had his number on it. I'm like, all right, these
and she's like
adorable.
Besties with Brittany. I forget her last name.
Mahomes, because she's married to Patrick.
They have a whole handshake and everything. It was very cute. And the thing I do like is, although they are talking about her a lot, and yes, we believe they're doing too much, is that a lot more girls and people are interested in football now, even though it's because they're interested in Taylor Swift, but you have a lot more viewing happening and all that.
Which the NFL loves.
Exactly.
Because back up the Brinks truck.
Exactly.
So we'll see where that goes. I mean, what were we, 3 weeks ago? We were saying how they were not going to last. And this was a quick little stint, and here we are. So
she's wearing bracelets and stuff.
Eat our words again. But
every day.
Yeah, best of luck.
Oi, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your birthday.
So this potentially could be a episode title, and it is When Plans Go South, Go North.
Ooh, I like that. So tell me what happened.
Guys, remember how we were going to take a trip to Utopia?
Yeah.
That never happened because the PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina decided to cancel the event at noon the day of the concert on what? my birthday.
Yikes, big yikes. So it was crazy because I had this awesome idea. I love surprising you. I love surprising people in general on holidays, birthdays. Like, it's just my thing. I would say I'm a giving person.
Yes.
And for your birthday, I realized how much you wanted to see Travis Scott. I don't really like Travis Scott, but I put that to the side and I was like, my man wants to see Trav. So we're going to go see Trav. And he happened to be in Raleigh, North Carolina on your exact birthday. So I looked at flights. They were pretty cheap.
Yep.
Tickets weren't that bad. We have a nice hookup with the hotel. So that wasn't bad at all. So I was like, this is feasible and we could make a weekend out of it.
Right.
So we planned all that. We get to North Carolina. We're super excited. I mean, we go to the North Carolina State Fair.
Let's preface this by saying that we were fantastic at pulling an audible and making new plans when things went south, because we had a fantastic weekend in Raleigh, given the circumstances that happened. Back to you, Erica.
Okay. So we went to the North Carolina State Fair, which is one of the biggest state fairs aside from like Texas. Right. And it was so much fun. It was such a beautiful night for us. Your sister and her best friend Molly went. And I just feel like if we hadn't had done that, the weekend would have been a little different.
I completely agree.
It was so much fun. It was spontaneous.
It really set the tone for the weekend too. Like, we got there Friday, we unloaded our stuff at the hotel, and then we came and we're like, oh my gosh, like, this fair is huge. Within seconds of pulling up, we're like, what did we get ourselves into?
And we were there for a while and we didn't even get to do half of the stuff. And we didn't ride any rides. So if we would have added that in, it would have been absolutely insane.
The food though, we got to touch base on it real quick, because I had some cheese curds that were
way too big,
ginormous.
They were
like cheese
so
balls.
Yeah, cheese balls.
Cheese balls. What else did you have?
I had a snow cone.
Okay,
that was just marvelous. You tried it.
You better talk about your favorite food item from the state fair.
Oh my gosh, did I forget what it was?
The arepa.
The arepa. I think it was from Arepa Loca or something. And I got like pollo guisado in it. And it was just like an arepa that was like cut open. They added more cheese. They added chicken. They added this like crema on top. And at first I was like back and forth, like, do I want that? Nah, let me see if I can find something better. And then I ended up just going back and being like, ooh,
yeah, this
is gas.
Yeah, all the food that was at that fair was fantastic. If you're a dietitian, skip ahead because this is not the segment for you. But I had deep fried Reese's.
That was good.
Amazing. I had a bloomin' onion. Amazing.
That bloomin' onion was something else.
It was so good.
It was like, can you say it was fresh?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I saw them drop it. So it was very fresh.
But okay, maybe I meant to say light. Like, the breading was light.
Like air fried, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So it was like crunchy, but it wasn't too oily. And it just was so good. At first, fantastic. You kept saying, I'm going to get a bloomin' onion. I'm going to get a bloomin' onion. I'm like, bro.
You could get that at Outback.
Yeah.
And then we got it. And I was like, not Outback can kick it.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry, Outback.
Oh, sorry about that. Don't sponsor us. But that was crazy. And then I had this was funny because your experience was different. But I had like an empanada that had apple pie in it.
Yes.
And it came with this cinnamon ice cream that just, wow. It was one of the best things I ever had. But you went the pumpkin
pie because they were
route.
advertising it in big letters. So I got a deep fried pumpkin pie with the same ice cream. The ice cream was phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
But then I'm chewing into the pumpkin pie and I'm like, this tastes like hot porridge. And it was god awful. So I now realize that pumpkin pie should be served at one temperature, and it's brick.
Yeah. So don't eat hot.
Brick is ice cold for those of you that don't know what brick is, which you should. So hot pumpkin pie is like diarrhea.
You went off.
Just so you guys know how bad it was.
Anyone is eating right now, sorry.
Don't eat pumpkin pie. Well, eat it because it's my favorite.
Yeah,
and
but
also,
don't eat hot
you know what?
Pie.
I'm over it. Candy corn is not that bad.
Candy corn is trash.
So
let's talk about it.
You guys need to get over that. Like, candy corn is not that bad.
Okay, it's trash. And so basically we had that happen.
What?
We got a caricature done of us.
Oh, Lordy.
And I posted it. I'm not going to post it again because I don't want to put myself out there.
You want to find it? Do the research.
But it was scurry. And it's kind of like a jump scare when we walk into our apartment now. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We were thinking we were going to get like this cute one of me and you with like 2023 and like, oh my God, we're booed up.
No, we look like we're in a Rick and Morty like universe. It's bad.
They did us so dirty. They gave you peg legs.
I have no body. It's just head.
They gave me like the bodies from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Where like, I don't even know what's going on.
It's like, oh my God, look at my power.
I'm a Powerpuff Girl. Yeah, we look crazy. But he did capture my little stuffed animal avocado that I had. I was really excited about that. So that was interesting. But anyway, then we go back to the hotel, finish up our night, and day 2 comes, which is supposed to be concert day. And it's supposed to be, you know, we might get up, go do an activity, get some food, but end all be all is going to be concert. You know, who's performing? Who was opening?
Tizo Touchdown.
Tizo Touchdown is opening. I was so excited for that. And even for Travis, you know, I was like, even if I don't love his music, I'm happy to see you have a good time. Right. I was going to sacrifice and go get some merch while you were enjoying the show. We had it all planned out. And around 12 o'clock, you're like looking at your bag and your phone. And I'm just like on the couch.
I'll never forget it.
On the bed, kind of getting ready. And we're all talking about where we're going to go eat. And you turn around and looked at me and you're like, show's canceled. And I was like, haha, because we joke around a lot.
Way too much.
So I was like, oh my gosh, you're so funny. And you looked me dead in the face, so serious.
I was like, babe.
You're like, I'm not joking.
It's canceled.
And the way like the blood fell out of my body.
Dude, my heart was in my arse.
Not your arse.
That's because we're watching Sex Education.
Which is amazing. Everyone should
so now
watch
I have that slang, but... yeah, because I was following a group on Twitter who was all going to the Raleigh show. They made a page for people that went the night before and night 2, and I was following for updates and stuff to see like when the merch truck opens, just like everything, you know. I was getting way too excited, and then they posted. They put the PNC's official post, and I was like, I literally put my hands on my head.
You saw you're gonna cry now?
Yeah, I'm reliving it, and it's god awful. So then I'm like, no way. I'm like, this is a joke. Like someone's gonna do something, and nope, it got canceled.
Yeah.
So to that point, I would like to say, don't ever schedule a state fair, a concert, a Miami versus North Carolina game, and an NC State versus Duke, which is also in North Carolina, all on the same night.
Yeah, because as much as I want to say this was Travis' fault, it was not his fault.
It's poor event planning.
It was poor event planning. And they're like, okay, so we're going to try to reschedule it. You know, Mans is not going back over there.
No, so some of the merch on it has the nights of the dates. And he's already been to Texas, Kansas, a couple other stops that have had multiple nights. And the merch is actually reflecting when they go. And the merch for Raleigh doesn't even have that second night on it. He's not going back.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not going to go back either. I mean, we love Raleigh. We went there for Dreamville.
Fantastic.
We obviously
city.
Went back for Travis, and that didn't happen. But what's good is that we're very go with the flow. And although, I mean, I could tell you wanted to cry. I don't know if you cried in the bathroom.
Oh, they got close.
I ended up crying too, because it's like this perfect moment that I had for you. It just was gone like that.
Yeah. Well, you know why I got really upset is because I was like, holy crap, this is going to be like, nothing will top this birthday. This is the birthday of birthdays. And then it went from that, and no disrespect because we made it a fantastic birthday anyway, but that split second high of, and these are like first world person problems.
Of course, yeah.
The high of going to that to the low of knowing it got canceled and there was just no immediate plan of what to do was like, wow, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, and it hurt me because I knew how excited you were. And also, it happened on your freaking birthday. Like, it's not like it was the day before or the day after. Like, it was literally your birthday, and I was like, this was the whole plan.
Yeah.
And it just got derailed. So we kind of had to look back at what we wanted to do as well. And we're like, okay, you had found this awesome thing called Art of the Brick online, saying that there was this like Lego museum going on. And at first, you were like, we'll do that in the morning. We'll get some food, and then we'll go to the concert.
Yeah.
Well, then we decided it was kind of late. We're going to just go get food and go to the concert. Then the concert got canceled. So we were like, all right, well, now we have all the time in the world. So we decided to go to Art of the Brick I think that's what it's called.
Yep, that was it.
And see the Legos. And then we decided to get food and kind of enjoy the night. And I'm so glad we went to go see the Legos.
It was jaw-dropping.
Like, insane.
They had full, like, Roman sculptures. They had a full T-Rex out of Legos. What are some of the other things?
They had the Pink, the brand for Victoria's Secret.
Oh, yeah.
They had the dog. They had a chair. They had ice cream.
They had the Mona Lisa. It was anything you could think of. And it was one person that made all of this art. And kudos to him because it was fantastic.
And I feel like it really saved like our day because you know how much we love Legos and we have Legos.
I immediately was like, wow, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So it was a fantastic save.
So we did that. We ended up going to this awesome like underground bar that was like kind of like a speakeasy. And that was a lot of fun. We got some good drinks there. Alana will not stop talking about the espresso martini because it was fire.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't know, Alana is Mike's sister. And it just was so good. You had an old fashioned there.
And it was one of the best I've ever had, and I love old fashioned. That's one of my top 2 drinks if I had to pick a go-to.
I feel like I always look for them when we go places because I know you're gonna like it.
It's the old soul in me.
Oh, I love it. So, and then we did a total switch up from being like at a speakeasy underground adulting moment to going to a barcade and playing Frogger for like an hour.
Way too long.
And then we played skee ball and we hung out, got some drinks, and we ended up ending our night at a pizza joint that had like New York
authentic
pizza.
New York pizza. They even said on their advertisement that they use water from New York as well. Like they import water to Raleigh to use because it makes the dough better. Yeah, you know that Poland Springs.
So I just love that we made it better for ourselves. And although the best part ever would be going to the Travis concert, it didn't happen, but we still made it our best. So I just want to know, for you and for listeners at home, do you feel like you have to fully plan trips, or are you like, okay, I can change this up and do something else? Like, do you leave room for time spent doing whatever?
Yeah, I think it depends on the person. For particular people, they need like an itinerary. I'm not one of those people.
Same.
I can't stick by that because I feel like I just want to branch out and explore. We had to do that when we went to Mexico.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we need to just leave this resort and go check out what's to explore. So me in particular, that's a no for me. I think that benefits you more often than not because plans never go according to plan.
Yeah.
I think a good example of this is our upcoming trip in January for Lake Tahoe.
For my girl Natalie's birthday.
Hey, gang. So there's a lot already planned for that, but there's a lot left open. And I think that's the perfect thing to do because if people want to go shopping, let them go shopping. If people want to sit in a cabin and do nothing, sit in a cabin and do nothing. It's your money. You spent it. Do what you want.
Yeah, so I'm the same way as you. I would say I'm like half and half. So I like to have things planned, but I also like to leave room for if something switches up, like our example of Travis. We have other options and you don't have everything planned. You kind of, that's why I love social media right now, because you can go to TikTok and you can go to Instagram Reels and be like, well, what's there to do in this city? What's there to do right now? What's happening this weekend? And so you always leave room for different kinds of fun. But like, for example, I was like, State Fair is something I really wanted to go to.
Yeah.
And we made that happen. And then it was like, I saw the barcade, but it was like, if we didn't go, it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
But if we could make it, that'd be awesome too. And I just felt like everything did fall into place, even though we did a whole 180 for that trip. But I still had a lot of fun. I hope you still had a lot of fun.
I had a blast. And I mean, the cool thing is he is still on tour. So there is that chance that we could catch him at another date closer to home. And Ticketmaster, God willing, that they're want to help us out a little bit and give us that money back.
Yeah, or just give us like credit. Let me know so I can get some more tickets.
I'll get the same spot in another arena or credit back for something else.
Exactly.
I mean, it don't matter. Just something.
You know what they need to do?
What?
Quit playing games.
Let's hit it.
Let's do it. Okay, so today we're going to do fact or cap again because I thought it was so funny.
Caperton.
And you are Sir Caperton. So I want you to start because last time I took yours.
You did.
Did I, right?
I think. Yeah, the LeBron one, right? But that was a different game.
Else, yeah.
But you still stole it.
Yeah, so you go.
Alrighty. So, numero uno. The blue whale is the biggest animal to have ever lived. Fact or cap?
I'm going to go cap.
That is a fact.
Dang.
And this includes dinosaurs as well. I guess the blue whale is that big. So, just imagine the scale, like if you were swimming, and this is where my thalassophobia kicks in.
Your what?
That is thalassophobia, the fear of deep water. And imagine just swimming and then a big whale, the biggest ever, just is in front of you.
You just like bump into it or he eats you?
No, like his face is like right there. And all you see is that and water. That's terrifying.
That's so scary.
Thalassophobia. Word of the week. Second word of the week.
All right. So factor cap. Scallops can't see.
That is a fact.
It's cap.
Really?
So scallops actually, this is freaking crazy.
Where are their eyes?
They have 200 eyes that function. 200 eyes.
They got panoramic views.
Yes, that function like a telescope.
Oh, that's freaky.
So I couldn't even tell you where their eyes are because I think it's their whole being.
So their whole body is.
They are eyes.
So when you eat a scallop.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
You're eating eyeballs.
Well then.
Congratulations.
You just won eyeballs.
Yeah. Well, you can see eye to eye now. And my next one I got is a dog sweats by panting its tongue.
Did you? What? Why did you say it as a question?
Because the person that wrote it, that I got it, put painting its tongue, but it's not an artist. It's a dog.
Okay. Dogs can be artists. Say it again, please.
So a dog sweats by panting its tongue. I'm not doing an example of that.
Cap.
That is cap. So canines sweat through the glands in their paws.
Oh.
So that's also interesting. I didn't know that because our dogs in particular love licking their paws from time to time, which don't get crazy on us. We know that if they're allergic to stuff that they start licking their paws, but I guess their sweat glands are also in their paws.
That's actually so interesting and disgusting because I love kissing Theo's paws. And I'm like, am I kissing sweaty paws?
So now I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do they love water? Because when you sweat, you want to go in water. Mm-hmm. Do you think that they like putting their paws in water because
that's feel
where
cooler.
They sweat? And that cools them down?
Maybe.
I'm going to go ask Oakley and Theo.
Okay. Well, when you think about it, you're so annoying. When you think about it, you're saying they sweat from their paws. If we are really warm on our feet, it warms our whole body up.
You get clammy hands.
So maybe that's kind of like the same thing. Clammies. So the skull is the strongest bone in the human body.
That is false. Cap.
Yeah, I was like, what's our word, bro?
Sorry.
You are right.
It is the one in the leg, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go anatomy.
I listen in school.
It is the femur or the thigh bone.
Thigh bone. That's interesting because, and the only reason I know that I think was from a comedy skit like a long time ago, and someone cracked their femur bone. And yeah, there's really no punchline to it. I just remember that the femur bone was very difficult to crack.
And so comedy can be educational.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Comedy Central. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So China has the longest coastline in the world.
I don't know because I feel like you're trolling, but I'm going to say fact.
That is cap. Oh. Do you have a second guess?
Cap?
No. It's definitely cap. But do you know where is the fact?
Australia?
No, it is Canada.
Oh, okay.
151,000 miles of coastline.
Wow. All right.
And that is my factor cap.
Okay, I have one more. Factor cap. Banana.
No. No, you don't get to do that after me last week.
That wasn't last week. It was the week before.
Ickfest was last week, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, you don't get to just say factor cap.
Fact or cap. Cappington. Or Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. We get it.
Bananas are berries.
They are not. So that is cap.
It is? Interesting. It's a fact. There's no explanation, but it's a fact. It literally just says true and then it says the next one.
No, we're doing research.
Bananas are berries. Let me talk about something real quick so I could Google it.
So bananas are fruit, and that's the end of that statement.
Well, okay, so are berries.
But berries are berries. Berries and cream. Berries and cream. And bananas.
So botanically speaking, I'm so mad I had to say that.
Oh, wow.
A banana is both a berry and a fruit. But remember, if it's a berry, it's also a fruit by default.
So now we're like squares and rectangles?
Well, here's the deal.
Wow. All right, partner.
That's what it says here. The banana flower okay.
All right, and enlighten me.
The banana flower contains one ovary, which grows into a single banana. The banana also has a somewhat soft skin, juicy flesh, and many tiny seeds, making it a berry.
Interesting.
And that's You've been educated.
That's actually really cool because when I order ice cream and they put a cherry on top, I'm going to be very mad that it's not a banana.
We'll ask for a banana next time.
But then they'll look at me weird, but then I have to fact check them.
Okay.
That seems like a lot of work.
No, do it. If you know it.
I'll be like,
because you're educated
can you put
now.
my yellow berry on top? And they're going to be like, hey, a-hole, get out of here.
I'm sorry. Is cherry a berry?
Oh, here we go. I think so, right?
And that's it for episode.
Oh, let's get out of here.
Oh my gosh. That's it for episode 8. Hold on. I'm literally saying our cherries berries. Cherries are berries?
So real quick, while you're looking that up and we're talking about food, can I just talk about how nervous I was to cook for friends the last couple of weeks? And then I also cooked breakfast for one of our other friends. And I was very nervous to do it, but the food tasted good. And I need to just trust my talents. Yeah,
I think you should honestly become like a professional chef.
Yeah.
But make sure that you're the chef that doesn't hate it after.
The chef that the world needs, not the one the world wants.
But make sure you don't hate it after you become it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of chefs that are like, I love cooking, and then they become like world-renowned chef and they don't do any cooking.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Derek Shepherd became chief of Seattle Grace.
Oh, wow.
And then he had to step down because he was like, this isn't it. I'm a surgeon.
I'm glad you understand.
Thanks. I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy.
Couldn't tell.
Okay, now that's officially it for episode 8. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for everyone that reposts us.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And gives us feedback. I mean, we get text messages from our awesome friend Martin in Texas.
Yes,
he's
Martin.
like, where is the podcast at?
I don't think there was anyone more upset that we shifted the date to Tuesday than Martin. And I get it because you're on that routine and then every Monday you're like, oh, this episode's going to come out. And then the last couple of weeks, it's just been like an episode later on Monday and later on Monday. We were dangerously close to Monday night dropping. And at that point, like, why even listen on Monday? Because it's the end of the day. So Tuesdays just make more sense for us. We have a lot coming up in the next couple of weekends. I'm not going to mention all of it because particular listeners might be listening. And that's what we got. So
yeah, so sorry, Martin, but I hope you enjoyed Tuesdays of the weekly drop.
Stick with us on Tuesdays.
Man. We love you. And that's it. So you can follow us on Instagram at The Weekly Drop Pod. That's POD. Also follow us on Facebook, The Weekly Drop. And we have some fresh stuff coming for you next week.
Yes, sir.
Y that's it. Bye.